should be able to hit this right through here.
I just kind of feel like they ruined the series with Suicide Squad. I feel like the people who made it genuinely thought, what can we do to ruin this series?
Yeah, you know what it feels like, actually, now that you're saying that?
Attention. Air purity is now at normal levels. Attention. Decontamination room access is now permitted.
When I turn away from something, can you still hear it? It feels like the audio is very directional in this.
It's very directional. I have a hard time hearing it if you turn away.
Is it something that I can change? No?
I don't think so.
It's just the way the game was coded?
Yeah.
Because I had to go to the INI file just to change the frame rate, which I think is at 60. Like, it looks...
I like to call it INI.
The INI file, yeah. It looks like 60 to me, but it's kind of hard to tell with this one for me for some reason.
What were you saying before that?
I was saying that it reminds me... Oh, Smilex. It reminds me of Joker 2, the movie. Mm-hmm. What you were saying about it feels like they went out of their way to ruin it.
Mm-hmm.
There's the extractor control point. A well-aimed batarang should power it up.
There is so many different things, though, like that. Have you noticed that? Where it feels like somebody makes something and then they're like, oh, that's not what I wanted you to get out of it, or, oh, you weren't just supposed to like it, and then they go back to it.
And now I will ruin it.
And I don't know, there's no way it's not intentional sometimes.
I think it's intentional.
It's too often.
I think it's intentional. I think that's what happened with Suicide Squad. I think Rocksteady was sick of having to make these types of games, and then they had to make Suicide Squad. And they were like, you know what, we don't want to do this anymore. We're going to ruin it and make everybody hate it, so we don't have to do it anymore.
Well, what's weird is they chose to make that, though, because they wanted to do a live service. I think what they wanted to do was move Batman and all these characters to the side so that they could do other things that either were in the DC universe and not related to it, or were totally in a different universe. Mm-hmm. You know, like they wanted to prove we can make our own Destiny game.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
well, they did a bad job.
Yes, they did.
It's not even as interesting as Destiny.
No, it is not. No, it is not, which is really unfortunate. Yeah, I don't know. I try to just ignore that game at this point. Like, I don't even really play it anymore. I don't go back to it. I mean, I actually did turn it on, like...
Close. You can almost taste me.
I think I turned it on a few months ago and I ran around Metropolis for like 20 minutes just because I really do like the world still. I think that's an example of the game environment designers clearly cared about the game they were making, but the story writers didn't.
Yeah, I refuse to believe that Harley is the same Harley as in this universe, and I write it off as a different character. Because that Harley just doesn't seem like this Harley, you know? And I just don't feel like this Harley would change that much because she just seems so messed up.
I know, which I like anti-hero Harley, but I don't think this Harley fits that. She would need a whole ass, really, really long character arc
to
get there.
Yeah.
And instead they were like, what if it happened off screen?
That's stupid.
It is stupid.
Especially with how insanely messed up she is in this series, especially in Night, like how she just goes off the deep end.
And what she did in Matter of Family.
Yeah, I don't know. I just kind of feel like you would either need to see it to see her become an anti-hero, or she just wouldn't become one.
Mm-hmm.
What chickens along?
There's no escape, Joker. I will find you.
Oh, I'm counting on it. Just not yet. He's a big one.
He's so gross. I hate
this
it.
is kind of like where my sexual awakening happened, was this guy.
Yeah, is this when you realized that you like men?
I like men with like deformed, one side of their arm deformed or whatever.
And like their back has extreme scoliosis.
Yeah, that's what I'm into.
Nice. You must love the Oblivion characters then.
The Oblivion characters aren't that messed up.
I know, I was just making a joke.
They're just like slightly ugly.
I was just making a joke because they're all hunched over.
Well, that Let's Play we're kind of taking a break from because we wanted to mod it. And it seems like it's going to take forever for the mods to actually be really good on it, because Bethesda didn't do mod support at launch for whatever reason.
The modding community, like, just can't figure out how to do it.
Well, no, they're already figuring it out. It's just, it's taking forever.
Well, yeah,
Like,
you know what I mean? Like,
they have to do it a suit at a time, basically.
That's what I meant. I mean, like, not that they can't do it. It's just it's taking so long because it's so hard to do. You know what I mean?
Yes. No, yeah, I think eventually there will be tools that I think can automate some of it instead of having to all be by hand. You know, because right now they have to go through, and if you change the body type for the characters, it's something where every single outfit has to be done pretty much one at a time to fit the body type of the character.
Jeez.
And I've seen with Fallout New Vegas, there were ways that you could do it in like a outfit studio. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Where you could go into the outfit studio and change the sliders to basically match your body type, and then you could get it to work.
Cool.
But they don't have that yet with, you know, that game.
So
with
somebody's
Oblivion.
gonna have to basically create that.
Or they're gonna have to go through and do every single thing by hand
That sucks. That really sucks.
without any kind of tools to do it very well.
I really like that The Sims 4 just automatically has clothes that fit the bodies, so that way you don't have to like worry about that kind of thing.
How do they do that when you're changing the bodies, though?
I don't really know. I just know that you can change the body, and every single piece of clothing, no matter what your body type is, will fit.
Interesting.
It's kind of like it stretches it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the outfits definitely do look a little stretched on bigger bodies.
Like if you make your character like 500 pounds.
Yeah, like if you made your character super huge, I think some of the textures kind of stretch a little bit, but it fits.
That makes sense.
There's certain custom content where it's like sometimes you might have something poking through though, like you might have a hip accidentally poke through if you made the hips really big. But it's nothing like major.
Well, that's why you have to just set your character to be normal.
True.
This is taking forever. I don't remember this being this long.
Well, to be fair, he is supposed to be a big deal.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of like a mini boss at this point.
Yeah, and it's supposed to be terrifying. Why aren't you scared?
Well, I don't know. I'm
You better
sorry.
be shaking in your boots.
What if I get him to hit this?
Ooh, that's a good idea.
He's not gonna. I don't. Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he did it! He did it! Nice! Okay, now you don't hit it.
That's true. That's a good point.
Okay, now run over to the other one.
I'm just gonna do it this way again because I don't know.
Oh, nice! You got him in the eyeball!
I know.
Oh.
Basically, Batman would be paralyzing people with some of these things he does.
Yeah, and blinding them. Jeez.
All right, let's.
Is this guy able to go back to normal after this, or when you take that stuff, are you just permanently deformed?
Well, it kind of does. It's complicated. We'll get to it. I don't want to like. What if someone's watching this and they've never seen the games before? You know, I don't want to get too far into spoilers.
Well, I also don't remember most of it, so.
Oh well, note to self, need stronger test subjects. Seeing as how I'm feeling generous, I'll give you this one for free. Knock me off, I dare you. End this. Pull the plug. Stop me once and for all. Oh, you're getting too predictable, Bats. Well, I'd love to stay and chat, but I have a party to organize. I've got guests flying in from all over Arkham. You'll see.
I just thought of how I could stop him. What if we had ran at him and thrown the batarang and then glided and caught him and then just back, like, grappled up and we'd be done here?
Well, you could do that, but obviously Batman didn't think of it.
This is why you should never skip leg day. Then you mog.
He also shouldn't skip half his chest day.
True. Alright, who's over in this one? Oh, this one's just the Riddler thing.
Yay, trophy.
I think I'm gonna try to get all of them. On
And
this playthrough, yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
There's not that many.
There isn't? Oh,
No.
that's
It
good.
came out of nowhere. I dragged Jerry in here, powered up the gate.
Alright, bro, don't forget to
have
blink.
passed out.
Jeez.
Joker went through that door. What's on the other side?
We call it extreme isolation. Only way in is via the transport system.
Open it.
Not a problem. I'll just need to call another cell.
Okay, bro, chill out. I'll open it.
Why
Jeez,
yell?
I didn't shut it. What the hell?
Something's wrong here. The main security loop is locked.
Having a little trouble up there?
Joker, You were expecting maybe Two-Face?
There's no escape, Joker.
Silly bat! I don't want to escape. I'm having way too much fun. I even have you here to keep a smile on my face.
Not for long.
Really? We'll see. Ta-ta! Oh, I forgot to say. Just in case you were planning on following me, I've arranged a little insurance. Gordon is on his way to Harley as we speak.
Officer Balls.
Not Officer Balls.
If I see you trying to follow me, he dies. Harley's looking forward to it. Maybe I'll film it and post it on the internet.
I think it's a huge missed opportunity that there was... Oh.
Not an OnlyFans for Harley?
I think it was a huge missed opportunity, yes.
Bowles wasn't too smart. He'll have left a trail.
But also that there was no, like, Sergeant Wiener to go with Officer Balls.
Oh.
Or maybe, like, what's another one? Maybe, like, Lieutenant Tatas or something.
Lieutenant Tatas?
Yeah, and she's, like, this really bimbo-y, you know, like...
What the heck?
Oh, sorry, Batman, I happen to have dropped my pencil. I didn't wear panties under that skirt. Oopsie poopsie.
What, is she secretly a man, too? Like, she...
What? Oh, geez, you can't say that.
No good.
Oh my, the map can be viewed anytime. Twitter would love that.
I'm just
Oh,
saying...
sorry, Blue Sky would probably love that.
True. I'm just saying the way you said that line, you sounded a little, you know...
Manly?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I mean, maybe it was just like a James Charles situation.
Oh.
You know, where you talk very obviously femininely because you are gay.
Wait, so are we talking about a man or a woman here?
I don't know, you tell me.
Oh, okay.
What's happening?
Joker's escaped. He sealed himself off. He's got your father.
Dad.
Don't worry, I'm getting him back.
Okay, I know, but...
Oracle, I'm getting him back. Joker will not win. I won't let him. I'm starting where he was taken. A guard named Frank Bowles attacked him. If I find Frank, I'll find your father.
Bruce, hurry, please.
Okay, I got something funny to say. Batman in Arkham Knight. Yeah, nobody got kidnapped. Don't worry about it.
I was just about to say that.
Every time people get kidnapped, no, nothing happened. Don't worry about it. Batman in this game, yeah, he has your father. Immediately just, like, dumping on her.
Yeah, I was like, since when did, like, he become super truthful?
And she's like, why did you tell me that right now? He's like, it was really weighing on me.
Yeah.
Also, I've always kind of thought you were a little, you know, fat.
Oh!
You might want to work on that.
That's mean! What's wrong with you?
He's like the yes man. You know, like from, he's like one of those guys who, you know, he's one of those people who can't tell a lie. You know?
Like Pinocchio?
Yeah, or someone who has autism, like severe autism.
Then later on he realizes his autism and he has to, like, fix it, and so then he becomes a
Pinocchio
liar.
does? Or what? Wait, what are we talking about?
It's up to you, I guess.
Did you know that in Marvel, this is like the most insensitive, hilarious, on-brand thing ever? Reed Richards diagnosed himself with mild autism and said that, I quote, "I'm working on a cure."
Why?
I don't know, he's working on a cure for autism.
Is he still?
I don't know. Wait a minute, let me go back up there. I don't remember.
I'm gonna need it when he figures that out.
I think we both need it. Alright, so obviously you probably need the grapnel or the hook for that. Let's go this way.
Why is it called a grapnel and not a grapple?
I don't know. I've always wondered that too.
Yeah, I've always wondered that too. I don't understand the difference. Anyone in the comments who knows the difference, tell us.
Or don't. Leave Jill in the dark.
Oh.
Nobody probably watched this. It was probably like my how my Batman Arkham audience got mad at me and left when I didn't post like top 5 pubic hairs on Jim Gordon's asshole.
I'd watch that.
Who the great detective missed? Oh, me and Frankie go way back. I got him out of a spot of bother a few years ago. So when I need security codes or an old man to be clubbed to the ground, I know just the man to ask.
Did you notice that though? Like I know I sound salty about it. I guess I mildly am. But back when in 2020, probably 2020 and 2021, when I really pushed Batman Arkham videos because I was on a kick for it, playing through the whole series and stuff, and I still love them. I remember that I was doing a ton of videos for them, and everybody was happy with me and whatever, but it did hit a point where there were a lot of people complaining like, oh, you know, like, you need to do something else because, like, you're doing this too much, or there were people saying, oh, you know, you've hit rock bottom of topics, like, It's time to move on to a different series. Then as soon as I did, because I was like, yeah, I don't really want to milk these games that are so important to me. I want to talk about them when, you know, I have something to say. As soon as I did move on and still make them, so many people got mad at me and said I abandoned my old audience.
You did.
Also, look at this.
You changed, bro.
Isn't that cool?
That is awesome.
8 p.m. to 2 a.m. weekend ticket event.
My goodness.
I would not want to go there, though, because, like, if you beat him at poker or something, he will ruin your life.
Yeah, he'd probably murder you in the back
Yeah.
room.
Well, yeah, didn't that happen to Zaz? He got his whole life ruined by Penguin
Probably.
at poker. I'm actually not kidding.
I don't know. I think
that's how. I'm pretty sure that's how he lost his family's fortune.
That's awful.
Well, anyway, I thought it was really interesting, though. People got mad about that.
Look at it. Not the big man anymore.
And then when I go back to them, though, I've noticed a lot of those people aren't willing to watch. You know what I mean? Isn't that weird?
I thought they also got mad at you because they kept asking you to play Batman Arkham Knight when we hadn't played any of the other games on the channels yet, and you got mad and you were like, "No, I want to play them in order." And then people were like, "You're stupid. I don't like you."
Yeah,
and
you must not actually like Batman or something.
Yeah.
Which is weird because I do like Arkham Knight. It's just that T and I played through this series years ago, and I always felt at the time that
T was unfunny.
No, he funny.
Sucked.
He's funny. I always felt at the time that the audio was not great, but I couldn't do anything about it because it was the setup I had, and I thought that I could do better.
Oracle, I'm at the holding cells. I'm setting up a crime scene.
So what's the plan? Isolate something in that room unique to both?
Exactly.
And I always thought, oh, you know, I'd like to just go back and do it again and then kind of play through the series over time and have it be higher quality. This was just a for fun let's play back then.
Yeah, well, like now you're able to record it in a much higher
Bowles
quality
dropped
too.
his flask. Sloppy. Let's see what the forensic scanner picks up. I can follow traces of alcohol from Frank's bourbon in the atmosphere. Oracle, I've got a trail.
That's great. You follow it. I'm grabbing every reference to Arkham I can find. Maybe useful later.
Because isn't it when you played this game with T, weren't you on your like old gaming laptop?
Yeah, it was not nearly as good a quality in general. The audio quality was bad. The video quality was not great. Like, there's a couple games from back then I want to replay. Another one would actually be,
You also had a really shitty microphone back then.
I did. And another one I'd like to replay is the PS1 Spider-Man game, you know? So there's a few games from back then I want to replay. And I just remember thinking, well, I don't want to play Arkham Knight right now because I want to do other things, and I'd like to do that when I have a better setup.
Yeah.
And it made people irrationally angry. It was so weird to me.
And then they kept asking for it because they thought that it made you angry, and they thought it was funny to make you angry.
Listen to this.
Hello? What's happening there? I'm trying to contact Steve. Is he there?
Hold 1 second. I'll see if I can find him.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I've looked everywhere, but I can only find his head. I'll get back to you when I find the rest of them.
Have you never heard that phone call?
No, why didn't she say anything?
If you run, I think he hung up on her. If you run past this, you don't even hear that.
Whoa.
Like, you can basically sprint right past this and just hear the phone ringing and not really ever hear it.
That was insane. Is Steve actually dead, by the way?
Well, probably, but
Poor
I mean,
Steve.
Joker likes to screw with people, so who knows?
Poor Steve.
Look, I now have a day job.
Oh, good. I am now the receptionist for Joker Asylum.
Let me just check the schedule. My God, it's moving too fast. This is probably what people with dyslexia feel like. Is that?
That's how I feel
mean?
when I look at a math sheet.
You feel like that?
Yeah.
There's a form of dyslexia that affects numbers.
I'm pretty sure I have that.
You might.
I'm pretty sure
You
I do.
genuinely might. I don't know. I mean, a lot of times that stuff goes undiagnosed into adulthood or forever, actually.
Yeah, the reason I think I have that is because I feel like I struggle a lot more with math than a normal person should.
Well, if you see things like the numbers kind of... I mean, like, there's like a weird misconception. People think dyslexia is you see the numbers and letters move, but it's not necessarily that. It's just that your brain misinterprets them.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have a hard time interpreting numbers, there is a possibility of that.
Stupid. Unreliable.
How did Joker get...
Be quiet.
What's going on?
The black guy's the first guy he told to be quiet in the game.
B-Man. Mr. J doesn't want you following us just yet.
Get down!
He saved this guy so he wouldn't have to donate to Black Lives Matter this year. He could say, oh yeah, well, I know they do. Look at this guy.
True. Wayne Foundation is saving some money.
How did you like that, B-Man? No way you're following us now. You're trapped down there till me and Mr. J are ready for you. Ha ha ha!
It's the ultimate cuck chair.
It is the
Gordon
ultimate
was
cuck
taken
chair.
up to the surface in the elevator. If I want to follow them, I'll need to do this the old-fashioned way.
I take it this is Joker's doing.
Who else?
I told them he's a monster. They should fry him.
Calm down. I'll stop him.
All right, you're getting emotional. Calm down. What is it, your time of the month, Henry?
Oh,
Shut up, Henry.
poor Henry. Why do you think they changed Harley's hair in the next games? Did you notice that it's like really cartoony in this one, and then in the next games they tried to do a more realistic hairstyle for her?
I think, well, and I truly think that's part of the art style changes. So look at this. You look at this game and you look, it's a little more cartoony, isn't it?
Yeah,
I'd
actually.
argue it's between cartoon and real life.
Mm-hmm.
I'd argue that Arkham City tries to start going into real life looking more.
Like more realism stuff.
Which is fine. But you look at like all of these pictures, like I said, they are all, you know, like everything here is cartoony or comic booky.
Mm-hmm.
They're referencing comics, telling you the first appearance of the character. You know, they've got all this different stuff. Even like these are very, you know, painted and abstract. And I think that later on they just decided to change the art style, you know, more. I mean, it's not so changed that it's ridiculous, but it's it is changed
Slightly.
yeah, enough that it makes a difference.
Harleen Quinzel,
Call me Harley. Everyone does.
I'm surprised you want to intern here at Arkham.
I've always had a thing for extreme personalities. You can't deny there's an element of glamour to these super criminals.
I'll warn you right now, these are hardcore psychotics. Most would rather kill you than speak to you.
I'm sure I'll be fine, Doctor.
They'll eat you for breakfast. I mean it. One or two of them will enjoy it too. Be careful.
That's interesting.
Wait a minute. If I do this, oh, okay, that just pulls that up. And then look at this.
You don't have to be mad to work here, but it certainly helps.
Mm-hmm.
Why is that transparent?
I don't know. Because it adds probably just so that they could show they could do it.
That's
to be
funny.
honest. Special combo takedown, we'll get that. Look at that, he's mogging hard.
My goodness, that's
Look
kind
at
of a
that-
bad picture.
Look at that chin, dude.
That looks awful.
That chin is going
He
hard.
looks deformed.
He looks like a rodent.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he is. He's Batman.
True.
He's a
He's
bat.
a flying rodent.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I personally kind of wish that the art style had stayed this way more.
Stayed cartoony looking?
Yeah, a little bit. You know, I love the way it is. By Arkham Knight, it's very clear they're just trying to make it look like real life. But I also love this art style. That said, I think, you know, I can't imagine Origins looking any different. And I guess Origins took such inspiration from the art style of these games that, I don't know.
I like Harley's design the most in Night. That's my favorite for her.
It's very good at night. It is very good. But I love her outfits in this. Have you ever gone in here?
I don't think so. I didn't know you could come in here.
We have to come back in here, but look at this.
Cool. Who took these? Joker?
No,
I don't know then.
not Joker.
I've never been in here. Oh, who's that?
Somebody was performing experiments.
Creepus. Dear Sir / Madam.
I'm writing to inform you that your relative something will... Wow, why am I not able to read that?
Your relative is something. Like, I think it says
It says the Joker and pals at the end. Do you see that?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Right there.
Have
the Joker
a nice
and
day,
pals.
the Joker and pals.
I don't know why I'm having a hard time reading that. If you can read that in the comments, could you post it?
Alright, I might try to zoom in the editor too and look.
No.
Okay.
You're not allowed to do that.
Scroll in on that one. Is that the same message?
Same one. Huh.
I...
Basically, it looks like that they put someone in the crazy dungeon. From what I'm reading, the Joker and pals.
Interesting.
But, do you recognize these at all?
No.
What they would be used for?
They're mushrooms.
And here we've got someone watching as we arrived.
Oh,
this?
that's interesting.
From when we got here with Joker.
Yeah.
Someone was in here watching.
Yeah. That's really interesting. The Bat.
I thought you'd like this. We will come back here later.
Hey, you see there's a bunch of straw on the ground?
Yes.
Is that supposed to be like Scarecrow, you think?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Maybe it is. I believe this is also a Riddler thing, but we can't do it yet.
Oh.
I jumped the gun.
What the heck, Riddler?
I jumped the gun. Got here too early. You have to wait until you're contacted by him, remember?
Oh, yeah. Well, when does he contact you?
Pretty soon. It's just that I've been kind of taking my time going through the game so far.
That makes sense.
I mean, I could speedrun it if you want.
No, I don't want you to speedrun it.
But I was basically just kind of looking around because I love the world in this one.
Because I don't remember most of this game, I wanted to be able to take time on it because I really like it a lot.
I know you can hear me. I've got a little something for you to listen to. Harley and Frank aren't really out of the building with the old man. How are they going to get past all those guards? Let's have a listen. Hey, Frank, where you been?
Joker's got more men on. Gotta stop them getting in. Quick, get over there. Damn, come on, everyone, cover the main entrance.
How many are there, Bowles?
Wait, hang on. How the hell do you know what?
Bowles! Frank, what are you doing?
No, put it down. Frank, what the hell? Quick! It's clear. Get your ass in here.
You're some piece of work, Frankie. Girls, oh, like
Stop flirting with a hired help, Harley.
Don't worry, sweetie. You know I only have eyes for you.
Did you hear that, Max? Sounds like Frankie's looking up just fine. Another valuable employee of the organism.
Yeah, so he slaughtered all those guys.
Yeah, so are they dead?
Oh, yeah.
That
Shot him in the
sucks.
back.
That really sucks.
One other thing you'll notice is as the game goes on, it kind of feels like the guards are getting picked off.
Like one by one.
Yeah, there's like less and less of them.
That's really interesting. I feel like Batman should be more upset about the fact he couldn't save these people.
Well, he can only do so much. I mean, he's not a miracle worker here.
Yeah, but he has like OCD problems with people dying.
Well, they should have made it easier for him.
I guess that's true.
Why don't they have expensive armor and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like working at a place like this with a bunch of psychos, they should be wearing expensive armor. Don't you?
Make his way to the secure unit.
I feel like everybody should be wearing like Batman level armor, actually.
I kind of think so.
Unit.
Oh, look at this.
They should have commissioned Wayne Tech to like make them stuff. That's cool. What is that?
I am the spirit of Amadeus Arkham. Through my actions, I have saved this cursed city, though my own curse is to forever remain in the shadows. My story is carved into the very soul of Arkham, and will only be revealed to those dedicated enough to discover it.
I never found this before.
You never did these?
No, I didn't. I don't. Who's Amadeus Arkham?
Oh, they're throughout the whole game.
I've never seen this.
Oh. Yeah, no, they're throughout the whole game, so we basically have to go through and find them in each area.
This is extremely interesting to me. That's cool.
I'm surprised you don't remember that.
No, I never found it.
Right, this is easy. It's the bat!
I must have just walked past it and thought, oh, that's kind of weird.
Oh, well, it does tell you to scan it.
I probably didn't see it. You know how I am.
Oh, I got hit.
I need that antidote for Mr. Fantastic.
That's the first time I've gotten hit today.
Oh, nice.
Thanks. I wasn't going for like a no-hit run or anything, but...
Well, I was, so you have to restart the game now.
Well, luckily we're not far if I just speedrun it. The thing I hate about this game, though, is the combat is so wonky. People will run up to you and just not hit you.
Yeah.
In this one.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
They hadn't fleshed it out yet, I don't think.
Not yet, but I'm getting close. Harley Quinn tried to slow me down, dropped an elevator on me.
Did it work?
Of course not. I'll get back to you when I reach the end of the trail.
It's the only thing you care about your father. What about me? What about my feelings?
Yeah, why don't you think about how I feel? You're always asking, Batman, what are you doing? Not Batman, how are you doing?
I like the idea that Batman has a crash out on Barbara.
Well, I guess it would fit. I mean, I'm surprised that with the involvement of Paul Dini in this, that Bruce Timm didn't whisper into his ear.
You don't have...
Right. I don't have to. I just want to.
Okay, monsters, no one gets past. And any moves?
I'm surprised that, you know, Bruce Timm didn't, like, find a way to enter the WB and Rocksteady offices and sneak in and then whisper into Paul Dini's ear, make Batman and Batgirl date! Because he has, like, a total fetish for it.
Yeah, and you know what? I don't blame the man. I have a fetish for it, too. I'm into it.
You're the only person I've ever met who doesn't have a problem with it.
I know most people are like, oh, that's gross, I don't
Jokers might
like
have
it.
taken control of the cell block transfer corridor.
That's not good. I patched into a guard radio. It sounds like Joker's crew have got their hands on weapons.
I know. I'll calibrate the Cowl's vision mode to isolate armed henchmen. The direct approach is suicide. I need to be smart. Find a different way past them.
I tell you what, if I was Barbara in this scenario, like her age, you know, just getting into the vigilantism stuff, and I met Batman himself, I mean, I gotta be honest, like, there'd be a waterfall downstairs, you know?
Right, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I'm just playing the game and I have one.
But, like, I think that's just because I have a big crush on Batman and always have.
I have kind of like controversial opinions on it. It really depends for me. I prefer DCAU Batman with Catwoman. Just in general, that's like what I think is the perfect pairing for him. But I think that with Barbara, people act like it's weird because he knew her, like he met her once or twice when she was a kid. But the thing is, he had really no contact with her during that time.
He didn't really know who she was.
He only ever, it was just like, oh, that's Jim Gordon's daughter.
Yeah.
And then he ended up really actually having contact with her when she was older and just chose to become Batgirl.
Yeah.
And so for me, I don't feel like he groomed her or anything. People say, oh, he groomed her. I've never seen that.
I personally would be into it if Batman groomed me.
Okay,
but that's just my experience.
This is like the kid saying, this is not like a good...
Boss, the boys are just finishing off. The Arkham chumps never stood a chance.
Well, good. Our friendly neighborhood rodent is on his way. You need to set a trap. He must not leave this building. Do you understand me?
Yes, boss. The bat is as good as dead.
I hope you keep your promises, boy. I'd hate to have to go and punish your family just to teach you a lesson. And I can promise you, they won't be laughing.
But Joker!
Yeah, but just do it and have fun. I know I will.
Batman just got this family killed.
Well, they'll be fine. I have a no-kill rule, but I can, like, let other people kill.
That makes sense.
Who it is? Are your pointy ears burning? I suppose I'd better warn my boys you're on the way. Hey, maybe I won't. It'll be a nice surprise.
He's insane.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I don't feel like he ever groomed her, though. I was going to say, though, that what you said... I am not like the person to go after problematic statements. However, it does remind me a little bit of when people say, man, where was that teacher when I was in school? When there's like a really sexy female teacher and like a boy gets groomed. And then everyone online gets mad at that joke. Everyone's like, hey, what the hell?
Joker here.
with a quick update on what's new in the asylum. Some idiot is running around the asylum dressed like a bat. I know! Crazy! Personally, I think the best solution is to put him out of his misery. It's the only reliable cure.
Like taking candy from a baby.
You know, I just think those teachers are picking the wrong boys then, you know?
Jeez.
They're not picking people who are appreciative of their efforts.
And I think that they shouldn't. I think that they should just keep it in their pants and do their job.
What about their efforts?
When I was a kid, or I'm sorry, when I was...
Afraid of? Just a man who likes to dress up as a bat. Ew, come to think of it, that really is a bit scary.
Easy for him to say. We're stuck down here.
When I was a teacher, there, like, as a man teacher, there were, like, so many people who would, like, borderline accuse you of being into students. It was so weird.
Just because you were nice to them?
Yeah, because if you were nice to female students, but if female teachers were nice to male students, no one cared. Like, I don't know if you've noticed this meme. There's like a meme that basically like the English teacher wants to sleep with the whole football team. And it's almost always true because it's always some female English teacher.
Boys, what you lack in brains, you make up in heart. And speaking of hearts, bring me Batman.
Have you noticed that? There's always like some English teacher who is like a woman who acts way too favoritism-y to the boys in sports.
Yeah.
But no one ever cares.
No.
No one ever cares about that.
No one ever notices either.
It's so weird to me. But then, like, if you're a male teacher, people assume you went into teaching for that reason. And it got so weird to me that I was like, I don't even want to be a teacher. You know? It was like one of many things that just put me off to it.